and then sets off. Some kinds of baseness are nobly undergone. This, my mean task, would be as heavy to me as odious. Oh, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead, and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she is 10 times more gentle than her mother's crag, and she is composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them.
Alas now, pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs you are going to pile. Pray, set it down and rest you. My mother is hard at study. Pray now, rest yourself. She's safe for those 3 hours.
Oh, most noble mistress, the sun will surely set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, give me that. I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature! I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo, while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you. And I should do it with much more ease, for my goodwill is to it, and yours it is against. You look wearily.
No, no, mistress. 'Tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might say it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my mother, I have broken your heart to say so!
Admired Miranda! Indeed, the top of admiration. Full many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a times the harmony of their tongues hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women, but you, oh, you are created of every creature's best.
I have never seen more that I may call men than you, good friend. And the many creatures who are abroad, I am skilless of. But I would not wish any companion in the world but you. Nor can imagination form a shape besides yourself to like of.
I am in my condition a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. Hear my soul speak. From the instant that I saw you, and for your sake, I am this patient log man.
Log man. Do you love me?
Oh, heaven. Or, bear witness to this sound. I, beyond all limits of what else in the world, do love, prize, honor you.
He loves me. He loves me. He loves me. I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Wherefore weeping?
Am I unworthiness that do not offer what I desire to give, and much less take when I shall die to want? Hence, bashful cunning. I am your wife, if you'll marry me. If not, I'll die your maid.
My mistress, dearest, and I, thus humble lover.
My husband, then?
I, with a heart as willing as bondage or freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, my heart in it. And now, farewell, till half an hour hence.
Oh, 1,000,000.
So glad of this as they I cannot be, or surprised with all. I'll to my book, for yet ere supper time, I must perform much business appertaining.
Oh, shall not be. When the body's out, we will drink water, not a drop before. And then what?
How does thy honor? Let me lick thy shoe. I will not serve him. He's not valiant.
What? Well, tell a monstrous lie. Let's have the fish and have the monster. Look, I
He mocks me. Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Trinculo, keep a good tongue in thy head. If you prove a mutineer, the next tree. The poor monster is my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Wilt thou be pleased to hearken once again to the suit I made to thee?
Marry, I will kneel and repeat it. I shall stand. And so shall Trinculo.
As I told thee, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorceress, that by her cunning had cheated me of this island.
Thou liest.
Thou liest! Thou jesting monkey, thou! I would my valiant master would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Trinculo, trouble him any further in his tale, and by this hand I will supplant some of your teeth.
But I said nothing.
London, and no more. Proceed.
I say, by sorcery she got this isle. But from me she got it. If thy greatness will revenge it on her, for I know thou darest, but this thing darest not.
That's most certain.
That thou shalt be lord of it, and I'll serve thee.
How shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yea, my lord. I yield her thee asleep, where thou mayest knock a nail into her head.
Thou liest. Thou canst not.
What by means this, thou scurvy patch? I do beseech thy greatness. Give him blows and take his bottle from him. When that's gone, he shall drink naught but brine. For I will not show him where the quick freshes are.
Trinculo, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand I will turn my mercy out of doors and make a stockfish of thee.
But I said nothing. I'll go further off.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest.
Do I so? Take thou that, and that, and that, and that. Come on, off the ground. As you like it, give me the lie another time.
I did not give the lie. With the spirit too. Perhaps in your bottle, this can set me drinking.
Forward with your tale. I prithee, stand farther off.
Why, as I told thee, 'tis a custom to her. In the afternoon to sleep, there thou mayst brain her, having first seized her books, or with a log, batter her skull, or punch her with a stake. Remember, first to possess her books, for without them she is but as sought as I am, nor hath one spirit to possess. They all do hate her as rootedly as I do. Burn but her books, and that most deeply to consider is the beauty of her daughter. Her herself calls her a nonpareil.
Is it so brave, lass?
Aye, my lord, she'll bring thee forth the brave brood.
Monster, I will kill this woman. Her daughter and I will become king and queen. Save our races, and Trinculo and thyself shall become viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent.
Trinculo? Trinculo?
Trinculo.
Give me thy hand. Trinculo, give me thy hand. I am sorry I deep thee, but while thou livest, Keep a good tongue in thy head. Within this half hour will she be asleep. Wilt thou destroy her then? My honor.
This we will tell our mistress.
Thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure. Let us be jocund. Will you troll the catch you taught me but while there? Oh, I will do reason. Any reason. Come, Drinkulo. Let's sing. Scout of the waters free. That's not the tune. Oh, Alaman. If thou beest a man, show thyself in thy likeness. If thou beest a devil, takest thou life.
Oh, forgive me my sins.
He who dies pays all debts. I defy thee, mercy upon us. Art thou afeard? No, monster, not I. Not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds and sweet airs that give delight, and hurt not. Sometimes 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometimes voices that if they had waked me after long sleep will make me sleep again. And in dreaming, the clouds methought would open and show riches ready to drop upon me that when I waked, I cried to dream again. This will prove a brave kingdom to me, monster, for I will have my music play for nothing. When Prospera is destroyed, that will be by and by.
The sound is going away. Let us follow and ask her to do our work.
Go ahead, monster. Lead the way. I can go no further. My old bones ache. Oh, by your patience, I needs must rest me.
Oh, Lord, I cannot blame thee. Who am myself attached with weariness? To the dullings of my spirit, sit down, rest, please. Gentlemen, sit. He is strong, who thus we straight find, and the sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Well, let him go. I am right glad she's so out of hope. The next advantage will we take, truly. Let it be tonight. I say tonight, no more. What harmony is this? My good friends, hark.
Marvelous, sweet music.
Heavens, what are these? A living drollery. Come to me, I'll be sworn it's true.
If in Naples I were to report this, how would they believe me? If I were to say I saw such islanders, their manners are more gentle, kind than of our own human generation.
Honest Lord, thou hast said well. For some of you there present are worse than devils.
They vanish strangely.
No matter, for we have stomachs. Would it please you to taste what is here? Not I.
Oh, faith, madam, you need not fear.
I will stand with thee. All others stand. Do as we.
You are three persons of sin! Who destiny that hath to instrument this lower world and what is in it?
The never-surfeited sea hath caused to belch up ye. And on this island where man doth not inhabit, you amongst humanity being most unfit to live. I have made you mad, and even with
such like valor they shall hang and drown their proper selves. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate.
The elements by whom your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud wind. Or with me mock at stags till the still closing waters has diminished one dowel that's in my plume. But remember, for that's my business to you. For you three from Milan did supplant good Prospera.
Bravely, the figure of this harpy hast thou performed my aerial. Grace it had devouring. So with good life and observation strange, my high charms work. And these, mine enemies, are all knit up in their distractions. They are now in my power. I leave them in their fits while I visit young Ferdinand and his and mine loved darling.
In the name of something holy, madam, why stand you in this strange stare?
Oh, it is monstrous, monstrous. Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me, and the thunder that deep and dreadful organ pipe pronounced the name of Prosper. Oh, but 1 feet at a time, I'll fight their legions o'er.
I'll be thy second.
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt like poison given to work a great time after, now begins to bite the spirits. I do beseech you who are of suppler joints, follow them swiftly and hinder them from what this newfound ecstasy may now provoke them to.
Follow, I pray you. Aye, sir, we follow.
Then, as my gift and thine own acquisition worthily purchased, take my daughter. Sit there and talk with her. She is thine own.
Thank you, dear mother.
What Ariel? My industrious servant, Ariel.
What would my potent mistress?
Here I am.
Thy meter and thy fellows your last service, and I must use you in such another trick. Go bring the rabble over whom I give thee power to displace.
Presently?
Aye, with a twink.
Before you can come and go and breathe twice.
Do you love me, mistress?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel, do not approach until you hear me call.
Aye, mistress.
Look thou be true. Do not give dalliance too much the rein. The strongest oaths are straw to the fire and blood. Be more serious, or else good night your vow.
Warrant you, madam.
Well, now come, my Ariel. Bring forth a corollary rather than want a spirit. Appear and pertly. No tongue. All eyes. Be silent.
On riches, marriage blessing, long continuous and increasing, hourly joys bestow upon you. Juno sings her blessings upon you. Earth's increase, boys in plenty, barns and garners never empty. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Ceres' blessing is now on you.
This is a most majestic vision, and harmoniously charming. Might I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits which by mine art I have called from their confines to enact my present fancies.
Oh, let me live here ever. So rare a wondered mother and a wife makes this place paradise.
As Juno does command, come to remnants and help celebrate as a heft of true love. Be not too late.
my life. Ariel, the minute of their plot approaches.
Your mother's in some passion that works her strongly.
You do look, my son, in a blue sort as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels are now ended. These are actors, as I foretold you, were spirits, and have melted into air, to thin air. Like the basic fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the great globe itself be, which all inherit, shall dissolve. Like this insubstantial pageant faded, if not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our life rounded with sleep.
Mother!
Sir, I am vexed. Please bear with my weakness. My brain is troubled. If you be pleased, retire into my cell and there repose. Eternal to our walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace. I'll have to come with you.
Come with the thought I think the Ariel. Come.
What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, say again where didst thou leave these varlets?
I told you, madam, they were red hot with drinking, so fun of valor that they smote the air for breathing in their faces, beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending towards their fudge.
Then I charmed their ears that calf-like they my loving followed through, tooth briars, sharp burzes, pricking goss and thorns which entered their frail shins.
At last I left them in the filthy mantled pool beyond your cell, there dancing up to the chins that the foul lake overstruck their feet.
This was well done, my bird. Thy shape invisible retain thou still. The trumpery in my house, go bring it hither, for stale to catch these thieves.
Here they approach!
Pray you, tread softly that the blind moment I hear a footfall. We're now near her cell. Stir your fairy, which you say is all this fairy, has done little better than played the jack with us.
Oh, monster, I'm too smell, which my nose is in great indignation.
So is mine. Be patient, for the prize I bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore, speak softly. All's hushed as midnight yet.
I want to lose our bottles in the pool!
There is not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, but an infinite loss. I pray thee, my king, be quiet. Give me thy hand. I begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, King Stefano, here! Oh, worthy Stefano! Well, look, what a word to appears for thee!
Let it alone, thou fool. It is all but trash.
Oh, monster, we know what belongs to a free species!
Drink you, take off that gown. By this hand, I'll have that gown.
That grace shall have it.
What do you mean to dote thus in such luggage? Let's alone and do the murder first. If she awake, from toe to crown, she'll fill our skins with pinches, make us strange stuff. I thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it. I will have none on't. We shall lose our time, and all be turned to barnacles. Monster, help to bear this, for my hogshead of wine is rough turned out of my kingdom. Go to, carry this.
Oh, and this!
And this.
What is this?
Your ring! Your ring! There, tyrant, there! Hark! Hark! Go charge my goblins that they grind their joints with dry convulsions, shorten up their sinews, and more pitch-spotted make them than corn or catapulted! Hark! They roar! At this hour, lie at my mercy all my enemies. project gathered to a head. My high charms crack not, my spirits obey, and time goes upright with his carriage. How's the day?
On the 6th hour, at which time, my lady, you said our work should cease.
I did say so when I last raised the Tempest. Say, Spirit, how fares the Queen and followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge, just as you left them. Your charm so strongly works them that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost not think so, Spirit?
Mine would, madam, were I human.
And mine shall. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, madam.
This rough magic I here abjure, and when I have required some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mine end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it in certain fathoms of the earth, and deeper than ever did plummet sound, I'll drown my book. A solemn air and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy, cure thy brains, for there you stand spell-stopped. Oh, good Gonzalo, my true preserver and a noble sir, to her you follows. I will pay thy graces both home and word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. And thy sister was a further in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastian. Flesh and blood. You sister mind and entertained ambition, I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Quickly, Spirit, 'tis time to present myself. Thou shalt ere long be free.
Merrily, merrily shall I live now under the blossom that hangs on the bough.
That's my dainty spirit. I shall miss thee, but thou shalt have freedom. Now, to the Queen's ship, bring all those that sleep, the mariners, the boatswain, bring them forth.
I drink the air before me and return, O ere your post twice beat.
Oh, torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, dear Queen, the wronged ruler of Milan, Prospera. I embrace thy body, and to thee and thy company I bid a hearty welcome.
Whether thou be a sheer no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, as late I have been, I not know. Thy pulse beats as flesh and blood. Thy dukedom I do resign, and do entreat thou pardon me my wrongs. But how should Prospera be living, and be here?
First, my noble friend, let me embrace thine aid, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether this be or be not, I'll not say.
Oh, you do yet taste some subtleties of the isle that do not let you believe things certain. Welcome, my friends, all, and to you, most wicked one. Whom to call sister would even infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest faults, all of them, and do require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospera, give us particulars of thy preservation. How thou hast met us here when 3 hours since we were wrecked upon the shore where I lost my... How sharp the point of this remembrance is. My dear son, Ferdinand.
I am woeful, madam.
Irreparable is the loss.
I have lost my daughter.
The daughter? Oh, heavens, that they were both living in Naples there. The king and queen that they were. I wish myself were mudded in that oozy bed where my son lies. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest, I perceive these honest lords at this encounter do so much admire, but know for certain that I am Prospera, who most strangely was landed upon this isle. No more yet of this, but welcome, madam. I pray you look in. Since my dukedom you have given me again, I will requite you with such as good a thing. At least bring forth a wonder that shall content ye as much as me, my dukedom.
If this prove a vision of the isle, one dear son shall I twice lose.
A most high miracle.
Although the seas threaten, they are merciful. Oh, I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad mother compass thee about. Arise, say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous humankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
What is this? A maid with whom thou dost play.
Ma'am, she is mortal, but by immortal providence, she's mine. I chose her when I could not ask my mother for her advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this great ruler of Milan, of whom I have received a second life and second mother. This lady makes her to me.
I am hers. But oh, how oddly it will sound that I must ask my child for forgiveness.
There, madam, stop. Let us not burden our remembrance with the sadness that's gone.
Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown.
I say, amen, Gonzalo. Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace this heart that doth not wish you joy.
Oh, be it so, amen! Look, madam, here is more of us. Oh, what is the news?
The best news is that we've safely found our queen and company. The next, our ship, which but 3 glasses since we gave out split, tight and yard and bravely rigs when we first put out to sea.
Was well done, bravely, my diligence, and Caliban and his companions.
They come forth now.
Release them, Ariel. Untie the spell.
I shall be pinched to death.
Is this not Stefano, my butler? He is a drunk now. Where have you wine? And Triculo is really right. How camest thou into this?
No, shh. Oh, I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last. I fear me will never out of my bones. Have not been fly blowing. Why have now, Stefano?
Don't touch me, nuts! I'm not Stefano, but a crab.
You be king of the isle, Sirrah.
I should have been a sore one then.
This is the strangest thing I ever looked on.
Go to, Sirrah, and take with you your companions as you look to have my pardon, and trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will, and I'll be wise hereafter, and seek for grace. Oh, what a fool was I to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go to, away. I invite your highness and your royal train into my poor cell.
I long to hear the story of your life, which must take the ears strangely.
I'll deliver all, and I promise calm seas, auspicious gales, and sails so expeditious that they shall send your fleet far off.
Thank you, noble friend.
My aerial chick! That is thy charge. Then to the elements. Be free. Fare thou well. arms are all overthrown. What strength I have's my own, which is most faint. Now, 'tis true, I must be here confined by you, or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I have my dukedom got, and pardon the deceiver, dwell on this fair island by your spell. Release me from my bands, with the help of your good hands. Let your indulgence set me free.